Have you ever wondered why sometimes your brilliant data analysis project falls flat? My name is Parinshil Singh and I'm co-founder of DataToBiz. Today, in this video, I'm going to break down 7 most common mistakes that can derail any data analysis project. Whether you are a student, a business owner, a working professional, or just someone who is curious about data, these tips can save you from costly errors. Before we dive in, let me be very crystal clear. Data analysis isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about telling a story, uncovering hidden truths, and making informed decisions from the data. But to do that, you need to avoid these 7 deadly sins of data analysis. Mistake number 1. Neglecting context and domain knowledge. It is one of the most critical mistakes. Analyzing data without understanding its context. Imagine you are a technology company looking at customer data. You might see numbers and the trends associated to it, but without understanding the technology industry, market dynamics, or user behavior, you are essentially flying blind. One of the real-world examples I can think of, a pharmaceutical company once misinterpreted patient data because they didn't consult medical expert. The result was a multi-million-dollar mistake that could have been avoided with proper domain knowledge. Pro tip: always, and I mean always, collaborate and consult with domain expert. Their insight can transform your raw data into meaningful intelligence. Mistake number 2. Ignoring data quality. You must have heard a principle called garbage in, garbage out. Poor data quality is like building a skyscraper on quicksand. Missing values, inconsistent entries, unreliable data sources can completely destroy your analysis. Here is a quick checklist on data quality. Check for the missing values. Identify and handle outliers. Verify all the data sources' reliability. Clean and pre-process your data so that you can make sure your data is good quality data. One small data error can cascade into massive misinterpretations. So take the time to clean and validate your data before making any analysis on top of it. Mistake number 3. Unclear analysis objectives. Here is a common pitfall. Diving into data analysis without a clear objective. It is like going on a road trip without a destination. You will waste time, you will waste resources, and ultimately end up nowhere. So before you start, define a specific research question. Set clear hypotheses. Outline expected outcome. Your data analysis should answer a specific question or solve a particular problem. Anything else is just aimless exploration. Mistake number 4. Sampling biases and errors. Believe me, sampling is an art. Using the wrong technique and you'll draw completely wrong conclusions. Selection bias can make your result meaningless. So some of the key sampling strategies which you can adopt, like using a random sampling, maybe employee stratified sampling techniques. So ultimately you have to ensure your sample should represent the real population. Remember, a biased sample is worse than no sample at all. Mistake number 5. Over-complex model usage. More complex model does not mean more accurate result always. So many data scientists most of the time fall into the trap of creating overly complicated models that essentially learn noise from the data rather than the actual pattern. According to the complexity paradox, start with the basic simple model and then build on top of it. Use the principle of parsimony. Prioritize model interpretability. A simple yet interpretable model that tells you a clear story is far more valuable than a complex black box. Mistake number 6. Ignoring variable correlations. Not all variables are created equally. Ignoring how variables correlate can lead to misleading predictions and poor analysis performance. Imagine your dataset as a complex ecosystem of customer behavior, market trends, product performance, Each variable represents a different aspect of this ecosystem, and ignoring their correlation can cause your data analysis to misinterpret the underlying patterns. Smart correlation management should include correlation matrices, applying feature selection techniques, understanding the multicollinearity. Mistake number 7. Skipping statistical assumption validation. Final yet impactful mistake. Assuming your statistical methods work without validation. Different techniques require different assumptions about your data. So you must check a couple of tests like test for normality, verify homoscedasticity. You must check observation independence. With this, we came to an end of this video. Believe me, data analysis is part science, part art. By avoiding these 7 mistakes, you will transform your approach from risky guesswork to precise, insightful decision making. A final pro tip: stay curious, be skeptical, and never stop learning. Would love to hear from your data journey. Share your worst data analysis horror stories in comments if you have any. Thank you, and see you in my next video.